Share this with you guys too. This came with a lot of work, guys. A lot of work. But look at this. This clearing right here. Look at that. It's just, this stuff is the devil. If you brush up against that, that's what happens. That's bull metal. But look at this. Look at that. Man, isn't this just wonderful? I had to cut all this out because all of it was like that. I mean, although you can see some of the tree stumps still, and did a pretty good job for the most part. But man, look at this. I have entertained under here. I've had company. I used to have a table under here, but this tree broke and kind of became a little bit unsafe. I'm not trying to get anybody hurt, but yeah, I used to. This used to not be open like that. It used to all be canopy. But I had a table right here, and then we'd sit here and sit there and we would eat. But like I said, lightning got to this tree, and unfortunately she's still alive, believe it or not. As you can see, plenty of green, but she is kind of dangerous. So gotta be mindful. It's just beautiful. This is my little slice of heaven right here. I love it. I hated it at first, but it wasn't that I hated this. It was just the workload that came, because when we first came out here, I just cut this not too long ago. Need to take that out. Anyway, yeah, the workload that came with being out here was pretty, oh yeah, the golf course right next to my land. Believe it or not, I am not a rich person, as you see. Yeah, that's what we live in. But we have an acre of land, baby boy, baby girl. We have an acre of land. That's the devil. And yeah, it's coming along. Everybody says, why all the cats? Why the yard rooster? That's old Brewster the rooster right there. You ain't heard about old Brewster the rooster? He keeps all the fleas and ticks away. But yeah, we got the M&M and the Sour Patch Kid. They're my guardians. Guardians of the paddock. It's kind of overgrown right now, but that's okay. This pond is about to get a nice burn treatment. Look, I almost stepped into it. Boy, that would have lit up my day. But yeah, look at that. Boy, we just got it going on. We built that out of a old fence post, and but look at all these trees. You know, and it's not the $1 million super clean, you know, amazing thing that you would see on Home and Gardens. But if you really want to see what real home and gardens are like, well, this is kind of what you get when you get started. Originally, if you look at my earlier videos, you can see this wasn't always metal. Neither was that. No, this at one point was actually just it's just pallets. Started off with pallets, a couple RVs. Heck, when we moved out here, we didn't even have running water or electricity. But, well, now I got it going on. Look at that wild yarrow stuff right here. This is a styptic. So if you start bleeding, you cut yourself or something, yeah, you take that, grind it up in your old mortar and pestle, and that's a styptic. Let's see here, see what I can find. Oh, this tree right here. So these are called soapberries. You take those and you put them in water. That's what Ajax soap is basically made out of. Then it just goes on and on. I mean, you can't walk 2 or 3 feet out here without finding something that's useful. I mean, like this, for example, right? This right here, it tastes like lemon. And when I say it tastes like, it is delicious. Like this is right here. Yeah, delicious. Like lemonade. Almost like a, actually a lot like a lemon head. It's good. I know. It's grass to everybody else, but, well, that's where your herbs and stuff come in. Oh, it's just great. It's just great. We got all kinds of stuff. The wife picked some, Let's see where that is. Hey, Holly. Oh, I guess she's not outside anymore. Anyways, she picked some, I forget what it's called. See if I can find some and I'll show you. Maybe you can identify it. You know what? I might do that in a later video. But anyway, she came out here in the patch the other day. And she was like, you know what? That right there, that's like cucumber water. I love cucumber water. So she picked it, soaked it. And sure enough, tastes like the Gatorade cucumber lime. I mean, absolutely wonderful. Wow. And look. I got my own woods. If you notice some of the grass is knocked down, let me show you why. So a lot of this grass gets knocked down in the middle of the night, during the day. And you can always tell, right? Like, for example, look right there. A bald patch. So, pretty good indicator that there are deer sleeping in here. Animals, they go through this all the time. And they'll sleep in my woods. And it's beautiful. It's not very uncommon. Actually, it's less uncommon. I'm going to rephrase this. It is more uncommon to not see deer every day out here than it is to see deer. In fact, usually there's deer right here. And then, you know, going along the lines of things that aren't perfect but are functional. So, functionality goes a very, very long way, right? Like, for example, I've got 3 goats that I'm about to get. One of them's pregnant. And I had to throw something up on the fly so they could be housed. I mean, they're Nigerian dwarfs. This is going to work. Of course, as you see, it's kind of leaning. It's kind of leaning right there. It's not going to be that way for very long. I'm going to go through here and probably put some T-posts, but eventually I'm going to do a farmer's 3-post fence. Clear that out. This is a metal building that I got that I'm donating. I no longer want that. It's just garbage. You know, nice little sitting area. A bale of hay. I was supposed to get the goats a while back, but you know, it's still green. Still green on the inside, so that's still a good bale. And then, of course, they're going to go in here and graze. Plenty of shade. Plenty of room. Gotta count your blessings for what you got. Yeah, it was a lot of labor. Like I said, the entirety of the land was that. Like, all of it. This driveway didn't exist. That used to be in my driveway where the pond is now. But it collected water, so I said, well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and make that the pond because it wants water. Now it doesn't hold a drop, but that's okay. That's quite all right. Yeah, you know, you just got so many wonderful things. But what's great about this, right next to the golf course, I have plenty of golf balls. But as far as the eye can see, that's all mine. All this. It's just wonderful. Anyway, guys, till next time, y'all be blessed. And if you have the opportunity to do the right thing, please do that right thing.